we are partnering to some extent in hosting this event. Welcome to this afternoon's plenary on the International Criminal Court and Small States, the case for Trinidad and Tobago. We have a distinguished panel, very distinguished, and you permit me to start my introductions from my extreme left, where Professor Brinsley Samaru sits. He is the Senior Research Fellow at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, formerly at the University of the West Indies, and has published extensively on matters of constitutional reform and the Indian diaspora in the Caribbean. He is a former government minister. His prime minister is here and will be introduced later on. Happily, we do not have to take a report today on how he fared. Next to him, on his right, is Mr. Charles Leacock, the Director of Public Prosecutions in Barbados. He's a barrister, clearly, Master of Laws from McGill, and, pardon me, Hugh Wooding graduate. His Master of Laws is from King's College in London. And then immediately to his right is Mr. Duke Pollard, a former teacher of mine in history. He doesn't recall me now because it's more than 40 years ago. And memories do slip. But Duke Pollard is now a sitting judge of the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice. He's a pioneer of that institution, and coming out of the CARICOM, that is. An expert jurist in international law, the law of the sea, the law of treaties, and many other disciplines in that area, so that we are proud to have him with us. And then, and this was saved for last because of my pride of being able to present him, Mr. Arthur Napoleon Raymond Robinson, who has had a distinguished life of service in Trinidad and Tobago, public service that is, crowned, I dare say, by being president of this country at one time. He may, however, prefer to say that it is in his fathering and proposing of the International Criminal Court that he saw his crowning glory, but I will leave that for him to determine. This, therefore, is our panel. And may I, at this stage, say to them that because of certain circumstances which would require one of us to leave, one of the panelists to leave immediately after 5:15, I should be asking them to limit their presentations to 10 minutes with a Trinidad time element allowed for maybe 1 or 2 thereafter. I wouldn't stand to tell them that time has come, but I will make a certainly distinguishable noise so that it will be easy to find out. I would want to start, if I could do so, with, and I forgot who I said to first, Mr. Leacock, was it you? No, it was Professor Samaru. And then we will come down in this order. So 10 minutes. Thank you very much. That will leave us ample time for questions. I am certain that the International Court of Justice has not been as much discussed in Trinidad as it ought to be, and so this is a fine opportunity for those of you who are keenly interested to have questions, and we will deal with the question and answer session. Thank you very much. Thank you, panel.